We're going to turn now to the ABC News exclusive. More than 1 million people facing hunger and starvation in southern Madagascar.
Extreme weather events are wreaking havoc on Madagascar, including multiple sites.
The food crisis in Madagascar continues to worsen with no agriculture. People are forced
After 5 years with barely any rain, this is what climate change looks like.
Eka, Mariam lefa tamin'ny fahatongavako teto, azo tio mainay kere le mijaly zahay aty sampona. Ny tamin'ny taloha milamigny satria misy ranomoragny matetetiky indrindrandrindra nanomboka am'izay fotoagna zao zany tena mihoatsy be zany le hafanagny.
Les 300 milliards d'arrières d'intérêt. 8 nouveaux ministres, dont celui de la jeunesse et des sports, ont remplacé certains membres du gouvernement Christian. Les ministères concernés sont entre autres celui de la Défense nationale, des Affaires étrangères, de la justice, du travail et de la fonction publique, des travaux publics, des transports et de la météorologie, ainsi que le ministre de l'énergie et des hydrocarbures. Sur les 30 ministres, 22 ont
Hello, my name is IFAD, and this is my home, Madagascar. As you've just seen, we're in the grip of a really serious emergency right now, and life is really hard here. But I want to show you what we are doing to tackle the problem. I work for a project funded by the United Nations International Fund for Agricultural Development, or IFAD, and the Government of Madagascar, and I work here in the south because right now my countrymen need all the help they can get. You can clearly see what I'm talking about from up here. See how dry it is. This is what happens after years of failed rains, and down here people are really struggling to survive. It's so sandy and dusty, and when the winds whips in, like you saw at the beginning, life becomes pretty miserable, especially for the farmers. It won't surprise you to hear that the biggest problem facing farmers is a lack of water. Drought is a common feature of life here, but together with IFAD, we have been addressing this problem through the creation of reaps, low-tech small reservoirs that use sun to filter and store water. Before, farmers like Gilbert had no way of collecting and storing rainwater to use during the dry months, and the nearest reliable source of fresh water was more than 20 kilometers away. But the wind is almost as much as a threat as drought because of the damage it does to crops. So one of the main priorities of our project is to give farmers vocational training on how to adapt to the changing weather patterns and how to protect and grow crops in these conditions. Gilbert is the chairman of our association here, and one of his key roles is to encourage people to adopt a wind protection planting system that we taught him and which he credits with transforming his life as a farmer. I've come to see him today to see how he's getting on with it. The system involves planting rows of shrubs and small trees which grow to form a wind barrier, protecting crops that do not grow well when left exposed to the relentless southern winds. His farm yield has doubled since he started using the system.
Tamitoy efa nahazaho ay vokatry maiky soa mba natao sakafo sady CTS amahay mba igny mba andesiny manontoagny ty fiaigna.
Sady sakafo bebe.
Sady sakafo biby reky.
Crops like cassava, which you can see Gilbert harvesting here, are another important part of the story. But before we go there, let's head down to the beach. Beyond farming, the main livelihood in this region is fishing, and IFAD has been supporting fishermen here for many years with boats and nets. These waters are also fished by international fleets, which have massively impacted fish stocks in recent years, making it challenging for local fishermen. When the wind starts blowing, these waters can also be far too dangerous to fish, but today the sea is calm, and even though it's not yet 8 a.m., the boats are coming in with their catch. The lady in the blue shirt, helping bring the boat back into shore, has been helped by IFAD-funded projects for a few years now. 2 years ago, she and her family received a boat from an IFAD project. Her son goes out fishing whenever he can to help bring back food for the family and to sell.
Berthe ty agnarako. Efa amby 50 taogna raha. Manana anaky 12. Ampela iny gny lahilahy iny. Igny ty tena vao nagnavotsy anay. Tiany fahatonga fidato io zany nagnentagna anay amin'ny ty famboliagna na amin'ny fanjonoagna na amin'ny fitaovagna. Igny ty vao nampiova ty fiaigna ay. Satria nijaly zany sahiragna fa nafa nagnome fitaovagna anay reky, nagnome lakagna, nagnome ty fanaovagna gary io. Igny zany ty nagnome fidiram-bola ho anay.
IFAD's support for Berthe and her community doesn't end at the beach. Back in the village, after heading over the fish to be sold in the market, Berthe heads over to our association flour mill to join fellow members of a cooperative who have gathered to peel the cassava harvested by Gilbert and others and get it ready for processing into flour. It's our newest income generation scheme, and it's one that community loves. So much they wrote a song about it. After the cassava is peeled, it's milled into flour right here in the village and then sold at the local market, providing both food and income for over 20 women and their families. It's an initiative that benefits the whole community because the cassava flour is also cooked into a nutritious porridge known locally as gari and given to local school children. It's the kind of project that makes me so proud of what we do, the kind of project that gives me hope.